Good evening to one and all present here. I am Toastmaster Subhashini, the Sergeant at Arms, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 296th meeting of the Amrita Toastmasters Club. Let me start by introducing the mission of our club. Here at our club, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop greater communication and leadership skills, which results in greater self growth and personal confidence. Before we begin, I'd like everyone to keep yourselves on mute unless you are speaking. Please keep the chat box active during only during table topic speeches, and ensure that during prepared speeches you don't spam the chat box, which is distracting to the speaker. Please don't please refrain the use of any informal language as well as swear words. Please do not eat during the meeting. Now, most importantly, there are certain guidelines we must follow being a Toastmasters club. So, Toastmasters international guidelines ask us to adhere to this and not mention sex, religion, or politics during the meetings. As we're a college club, let's also ensure that we don't bring up our college, especially in a bad light. Now, as this is an online meeting and we don't have as much interaction as we normally do, please turn on your cameras as much as possible. And thank you very much. I hope you all enjoy. I'll pass over control to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Roshni, our president.
Hi guys, am I audible? Really audible, yeah? Okay. So we are at the end of another week, Friday evening. All good? Especially the first and second years who get to be home. Plans to your parents. And hey, how many of you voted today? I voted for the first time.
They didn't let me vote.
Are you under 18? Are you a child? Why didn't they let you vote?
So I got my voter's ID, but they didn't add me on the electoral roll for some reason. So they just didn't let me vote.
Okay.
I stood in line for no reason.
Okay, let's not get into that. We might borderline cross TI rules then. Okay. So as we start, makes us feel like adults. I need 5 people to answer this question. A volunteer can start and can pick the next person, and the person can tell and go to the 5 people. Nah, let's not do volunteer. Let me pick the first person. Toastmaster Rayan, what makes you feel like an adult?
What makes me feel like an adult? Sorting out house finances, I guess. I think the monthly or the yearly budget every house has, at least my house has. I think that makes me feel like an adult. But I didn't get the chance to vote today. Like Toastmaster Aditya mentioned, I didn't get my voter's ID card. Yeah, I think that makes me
So
feel
finances.
like yeah, finance.
Pick another person. Pick another person from the chat box or the participants list.
Toastmaster Samir.
Toastmaster Samir, are you there? Toastmaster Samir.
Hello. Can no one hear me?
I can hear you. Will you be able to answer the question?
Yeah, just repeat the question.
What element or aspect of your life makes you feel like an adult, excluding the voting part? Toastmaster Samir.
I don't think everyone does. So,
Toastmaster Subhashini.
Yeah, can I volunteer?
Yeah, please carry on.
Uh, so, so I've always wanted to celebrate my birthday with like fun because my birthday falls in March and we always have exams. At least at school, I always had my some exams. So this year, this was the like final day when it was a Saturday. I could go out and have friends. It's like, see, could go out and have fun with my friends. But I felt the most like an adult because I was forced to go to the hospital to take a blood test first. So I had to take my friends to the hospital, and I went and I got a blood test, which would tell me whether I have a chronic illness or not. So it was that was the moment that made me realize that okay, I'm an adult. I have to suck it up and do it no matter how much I whine and cry that oh no, I have to go on my birthday. So yeah, that was what made me feel like an adult. Thank you.
Trips to the hospital, finances, pick the next person.
One second.
Quick, 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 quick.
Toastmaster Ashwin.
Okay. Me, it has to be driving a car. I got my license, I think 3 months ago, and that's the most empowering thing as an adult.
That's good. I also went to the driving class, but then my father wouldn't let me touch the vehicle unless I turned 21. Weird logic, but pick the next person.
Toastmaster Pranav.
Well, it's the same, driving. And yes, I can drive. My feet do touch the accelerator and brake. I know. I've been short my whole life, so I know what you're thinking. Yeah, driving, riding a bike, and I don't know, just when everybody else gives you a title of a sir, like wherever you go, like sir, please come here. And then yeah, men are very simple beings, so you give them a title of a sir, and they just you feel like an adult. So that's it. Thank you. Roshni, you're not.
Toastmaster Roshni, you're not audible at all. We can see you, but
Next person. Next person.
yes,
One more.
you're audible now.
Pick the next person. Last person. Quick.
Anand, what's my Anand?
Yes. Anand, what makes you feel like an adult?
Taking up responsibility. So when we were a child, our parents used to do everything for us. We don't take responsibility normally. Now, after coming to college, after turning 18, I take up a lot of responsibility for how I use my time, how I use my money. I got my own Google Pay account and I have money in there. So I have to take responsibility on how to spend that as well. So it kind of feels like I turned an adult now once I learned that.
Okay. Am I still clearly audible and visible? Okay, this is what I got. Finances, hospital trips, driving, get being respected and having responsibilities, having a GPay account. Yeah, these are the things that started happening once we reached college and our parents started giving these things to us. But is it what really makes us adult? Are we even adults? We'll still be children even when we become 60. Not only for our parents, but also for us. It's like a coin. You can perceive yourself as adult and a child, but you know when to be adult and when to be a child. And there is not a requirement for children like us who will be forever children to have this face mask of adults just so that we look like adults and we talk like adults. We get to be who we want and we get to choose how we behave in every instance. That's what I wanted to say. Now, the people who got to talk and the people who didn't get to talk, there is a table topic session for you, so you get to interact then. But before we go ahead with the session, I would like to introduce the guests. I can see around 3 new guests today. So when I call upon your name, please tell your name and where you're from and how you got this meeting link, especially a person or any social media. And maybe you can tell anything that you want to tell. First off, guest Devanandana. Hi.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
So, I'll introduce myself. I'm Devanandana. I'm pursuing aerospace first year now. So, I got this link through Kalyani. I saw her status and I was interested to join this public speaking club for what to say, just uh, like I asked her how to join this club when I'm interested to do this to be a member in this Toastmasters club. So what should I do? I asked, and she gave me the link and everything.
I
So that's
hope
how.
you.
Hello.
Yeah, you are
Uh,
audible. Welcome to the club.
Thank you. But
Yeah,
actually, I'm not very confident in this because for me, my vocabulary, to my point of view, my vocabulary is not enough for public speaking. And at the same time, I'm not very confident also. Even now, when I'm speaking, I feel nervous. So I think I should develop more skills. Whether I don't know whether I'll be the tailor-made member here, but still, I'll try my best.
Devanandana, we have all types of people. In this
Okay.
place is for people to feel comfortable and improve yourself. And I think you'll get it within weeks. The guests
Okay.
feel most comfortable here. So I hope you have a great experience in all things that you want to learn and achieve. You get it here. And please do join us every week. We have a meeting every
Yeah,
week.
sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the club. Yeah.
Thank you.
Next, I see another guest, Niharika Sharma. Guest Niharika Sharma, are you there? Hi,
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
you are audible clearly, loudly.
Okay. I'm Niharika Sharma. I'm from PTech CSC AI batch, and I got the link through my friend Anand. He was kind enough to invite me to attend the session, and I've always been interested in public speaking activities, so I would like to take this opportunity as well.
Welcome to the club, guest Niharika. I hope you have a positive experience and find different types of people here, apart from the learning experience also. Welcome. And last but not least, we have Tejashwar CDR. Guest, Tejashwar, are you there?
Yes.
Hi.
Uh, I'm Tejashwar. I'm from CSE department first year. Actually, I attended the Toastmasters Club meeting 6 months, I mean, when I stepped into the college. But I didn't found interesting that time. So I just stepped away and past 1 month before I was still facing so much issues with my English. So I found that whether to found interest or not, I should have joined the Toastmasters that time because it may have helped me a lot. I was thinking such thing. Then I found Kalyani, my classmate, and when I was discussing about this with her, she again motivated me to join it, and she just supported. So I came here to attend it. Uh,
Toastmaster Roshni, you're muted.
Okay. Thank you for telling that to me. Guest Tejashwar, I hope that meeting was a meeting in which we didn't have enough members with highest energies. But you know what? Not everything is everybody's cup of tea. But if you go to the tea party, you'll meet somebody who likes the tea that you don't, but you like the person. So I hope you have better experiences ahead and you find this interesting. So I think we are done with the guest introductions and the message for the day. You can be adult whenever you want to. You can be a child whenever you want to. You can cry on the floor whenever you want to. So with that freedom and liberation, let me pass on the control to Toastmaster of the day. I should have Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you,
Over to you.
Toastmaster Roshni. I'm glad you didn't forget. Well, Good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster of the day. Wow, that sounds like a very heavy title. I shall try to do my best in this role. Now, if I will briefly introduce the theme to all of you, the theme I have selected for this meeting is Make a World of Difference. It is quite obviously inspired by World Earth Day that is coming up on the 22nd of April. And I thought it would be a very interesting topic to pick up. But before we head into all that, I would like our general evaluator, Toastmaster Pranav, to introduce himself and the tag team.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dave. Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So as a general evaluator, my purpose is to evaluate the flow of the meeting. I will be taking notes and I will note down good examples of flow and of organization. And to help me, to assist me, I have a wonderful tag team. So that tag stands for the timer, Argonto, and the grammarian. And I will be introducing them. First up, the timer, Toastmaster Kalyani.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, Kalyani.
Uh, So it is very important to keep yourself in time while speaking, whether it's a table topic session or whether it's a prepared session. And so for the prepared speech session, I would show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes, and a buffer time of 30 seconds is provided. For the table topic session, I would show the green card at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, the red card at 2 minutes, and would be provided of 30 seconds. And for the evaluation, the green card I at 2 minutes, so at 30 seconds, and the red card at 3 minutes for 30 seconds. Best of luck to the prepared speakers and handing over the control to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. Now, I would like to introduce the grammarian, the R counter for today, Toastmaster Samir. Toastmaster Samir, are you there? Okay, until then, I would like the grammarian, Toastmaster Subhashini, to introduce the role.
Good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster Subhashini and I'll be your grammarian for today. So, the role of the grammarian is to take note of all the instances of grammar through the meeting. So, good uses of grammar, bad uses of grammar, all of it will be noted down. And at the end of the meeting, along with the GE's report, I will be presenting my report on what everybody has said. Now, I will also be introducing a word for the day. And if anybody, all the people who use the word of the day in their speeches or anything they speak, I will give them a shout out at the end of the meeting. So the word of the day today is altruism. Now the word altruism means selfless concern or for the well-being of others. So essentially you, instead of caring about yourself, you care about someone else, that you try to ensure that everything goes well for them. Now an example of how to use this word in a sentence would be, she was an altruist. She spent her weekends volunteering at an old people's home, something like that. I hope you all use the word. I'll give you all a shout out if you do. Thank you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subhashini. I request the grammarian to please put the word of the day in the chat box. Until I think Toastmaster Samir has network issues. Until then, can I request the president, Toastmaster Roshni, to be the backup accountant? Could you also in the role of the accountant?
Hey guys, I'll be your backup Toastmaster until or if Samir joins. I didn't kill him, don't worry. So, what does a R counter do? As the word suggests, uh, like, you know, But if all the things that you use to fill the void in your speech, or when you're nervous and you're thinking, those are the things I'll be noting down. So I'll give you a report of how many filler words you had by the end of the session when called upon by the general evaluator. That's all for my role. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni. So, as Toastmaster Roshni stated, at the end of the meeting, I will present my report, along with which the tag team will also present their report. Now, without further ado, I would like to hand back control over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Pranav. To make it very clear for all the guests who have not attended one of our meetings in a very long time, there are 3 sessions in our meeting. That is the prepared speech session, followed by the table topic session, and then the evaluation session. The first session that will begin now is the prepared speech session. And our first speaker will be Toastmaster Ashwin, whose individual evaluator is Toastmaster Pranav. So I would like Toastmaster Pranav to introduce Toastmaster Ashwin's project.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Hello again. I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Ashwin's level 1, project 4, second speech. This is the last speech that he has to give in under level 1. So the purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Ashwin to apply the feedback that he received during his previous level 1 project 4 first speech and to apply it in this project. So with that, I would like to wish Toastmaster Ashwin all the very best and over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster Ashwin, I share your individual evaluator's altruistic approach here. And I would like to say Toastmaster Ashwin, Uberman, Uberman, Toastmaster Ashwin.
So, am I audible? So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, how many of you travel frequently by Uber, Ola, etc.? Like, just raise your hands. Okay, a good number. Okay, great. So, the following are a set of experience that I have had in taxis that I'd like to share with you guys. So, here's the first story. A couple of weeks ago, I was in Bombay. I was traveling to my cousin's house, which was about an hour away from the airport. So I booked an Uber and got into my cab. After traveling for about 15 minutes, now, as you know, the driver follows the GPS in his phone. Now, at some point, the GPS signal disappeared. We weren't getting geo signal whilst driving past Ambali's antenna. Quite the irony. So I was like, oh no, what do we do now? I don't know the geography of Bombay, and neither does my Bengali driver. But my driver was smart, you know. He said, sir, I have an idea. I mean, it was in Hindi, but I'm just translating. Sir, if you open your window a little bit, the GPS will come through the gap, sir. I was like, okay, sure, let's try. And I opened the window and the GPS came. And I was like, surely this guy must be some sort of a technological scientist. So I asked him, do you have any more tech tips and life hacks for daily life? And his answer was incredible. Sir, you put a table fan behind your Wi-Fi router, your Wi-Fi will become faster, sir. I asked him, did you work in the IT field? Yes, sir, Infosys. Second story goes, so I was in Chennai airport this time. I had booked my cab and I was waiting when the driver called asking, bro, cash payment with extra 50 rupees, please. Which I politely declined, saying, Anna, it's already showing 300 rupees and I only have 300 rupees in cash. He then said, okay, I'm coming. He then canceled the cab. My disappointment. Then I had to book another cab. After a while, second driver called saying, I'm on my way, please don't cancel the cab. And I was like, okay, Anna, I don't have a reason to cancel the cab. Few minutes later, there was an American lady standing next to me. She was in her 30s. She was very impressed with Chennai for some reason. Even though she had just landed in Chennai, she was quite impressed. Now, I was like, okay, hello, ma'am. Why are you impressed with Chennai? She was like, oh my God, I'm so impressed with Chennai. It's so progressive. I love it. Look at my Uber ride. It says I have a female Uber driver. Really? Yes, it says Anna is arriving. At that point, I didn't want to burst the bubble or my American friend over there. But I had to see this lady's reaction to the arrival of Anna. So I canceled the cab. I apologized to the second driver saying I now have a reason to cancel. And when Anna or Anna did arrive, she definitely did not love it. So anyway, after that, I faced tons of rejection from many cab drivers. And eventually I had to catch a local MTC bus back home, but it was worth it. Now the third story and the last story goes like this. So I booked an Uber a few months back, and until then I didn't know that even Uber drivers give ratings back to their passenger experience. So I got in my cab, and then my driver showed me this app saying, "Bro, look, I'm gonna give a review to this girl, 1 star." I was like, "Okay, why, bro? What did she do? Did she come late? No. She take a longer route? No. Then why?" "Sir, she sat on my cab for 45 minutes and did not speak a single word to me." And then I was like, "Okay, how are you, bro?" Because you see, I wanted my 5 star rating. Okay. So I started doing casual talk with him. Now, this entire conversation was in Tamil, but I'm playing translator. He had a very good car freshener for some reason. Out of curiosity, I asked him, "Bro, what is this car freshener you have? Where did you buy it from?" And he's like, "Sir, this is not a car freshener. This is coming from my body." I was like, Okay, what fragrance is this then?" "Sir, it's Kadal." I was like, "Is this guy hitting on me?" No. Then he explained, "Sir, you can find Kadal Jannat in Jamal Bhai store in Paris Corner." That's when I realized they sell fragrances in the name of synthetic emotions in Paris Corner. Now, if you guys don't know about Paris Corner is where in Chennai you get second-hand goods or second-hand goods. He kept on vouching for his fragrance for a while, saying, "Bro, you put this on and all girls will fall for you like rain." Now, let me remind you, this is the same guy that complained that the girl that sat in his cab for 45 minutes didn't speak a word to him. So that is false advertising at its finest. After casual conversation for a while, he started pouring out his life story to me for some reason. And that he did engineering, and then he went unemployed and had a love failure in between all this, and now drives a cab. Now, I did not sign up to play therapist on this fine day, and I just wanted to go back home to the comfort of my room after an exhausting day. But his story made me think, oh no, this could be my life. Then I realized, oh, this could be my life. You all must think what an obscure job to have considering our current trajectories of life. But the fact is, we have no idea what life has in store for us. And it doesn't look too bad from the outside, apart from waiting in endless traffic and having annoying customers and being underpaid. I get to drive around the city of my choice and day and night and live the life of a nomad on wheels. Now, obviously, I don't dream of becoming a Uber driver. I have much bigger dreams to achieve. But speculating such an occupation is important because in your hour of need, you're standing in the middle of the road, in the middle of the night, you pray that this Uber driver accepts this ride and saves you from being a potential horror movie plot and takes you back home, because sometimes the superhero we need is not a man in a blue suit and a red cape, but a man in a white Suzuki with an intoxicating car freshener slash fragrance who gives 3-star reviews to my therapy sessions. Thank you.
Toastmaster Ashwin, I don't know what to say. I have no words. That was an amazing speech. Well done. Very well done. Your humor is always on point. And now we have our second prepared speaker of the day, Toastmaster Aarti, and I would like her individual evaluator, Toastmaster Roshni, to explain to us what her project is about.
Roshni, you're not audible.
Am I audible? Okay, well and good. Hey guys, I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Aarti today on her level 2, project 3, which is the last project of level 2. And this project is about mentoring. And in this project, Toastmaster Aarti will be trying to say what Toastmaster envisions as mentoring and maybe include her experiences as a protege. All the best, Toastmaster Aarti. Do well. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni. Toastmaster Aarti, I wish you all the best. And Toastmaster Aarti, something is missing. Something is missing. Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Before timer starts, am I clearly audible, clearly visible? Is there any disturbance? All good? Okay. Timer, you can start. Aarti, you're a really good speaker, but something is missing. Aarti, you're an amazing singer, but something is missing. Aarti, you're very smart, but something is missing. I hear this phrase quite a lot from my friends, my relatives, my family, everybody, but something is missing. But they can't specify what is that something. And I always wonder, what am I missing? I give my best, I do my best, but still something is missing. Well, to know that, that's where my journey as a prodigy came into play. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I heard this phrase so many times in my life that something is missing. But I heard this phrase commonly in my academics. My parents always told me, Aarti, you're very smart, very intelligent, but you lack hard work. I was like, fine, no problem. I will work hard. And I worked hard in my 10th standard. I studied day and night. And guess what? I secured a 79% in my 10th. I was like, okay, fine, not bad. I will study more. I will study better and I'll get more marks in my 12th standard. And I ended up securing a 77% in my 12th standard. From securing 79% to securing 77%, I realized one thing. Hard work is definitely one of the things that I am lacking, but it's not the only thing that I'm lacking. Whether it was academics or speaking or singing, whatever it is, on the back of my head, I always felt like I am lacking in something, but I don't really know what am I lacking. And that's the reason when I joined Toastmasters, I was very excited because I will know what am I missing in at least one aspect of life. So I gave my level 1 project 1 icebreaker speech and I was evaluated by this very interesting person. So icebreaker speech is supposed to be for 4 to 6 minutes, right? Evaluation is supposed to be for 2 to 3 minutes. This interesting person evaluated me for almost 8 minutes. I only wanted to know what was I missing in my speeches. Here, I got an entire speech of what was I missing. And that person is none other than Toastmaster Malavika. And little did I know that that person will eventually become my mentor in future. But to be honest, I can't ask for a better mentor because Toastmaster Malavika has a speaking style which is almost similar to the speaking style that I envision in myself. So when I came to know that I have a mentor now, I knew that I had to use my power as a prodigy to its full potential. So whatever role I took up in Toastmasters, whether it was table topics master or contest chair, or one day I became the presiding officer, whatever role I took, I used to ask sometimes the most absurd questions ever to my mentor, but she answered them with utmost patience. Even when it comes to my speeches, I used to type my script on a Word or a Google document, and I used to send them to my mentor, and she used to reply with long paragraphs or 1 minute long voice notes of what I can do to make my speech better. And I implemented them in my speeches. And I used to practice them a lot. After a few weeks, a few months, I finally realized what was I lacking in my speeches. And that was naturality. Whenever I'm speaking in general, whenever I'm speaking to anyone, I sound very conversational. I speak in a very free way. But whenever I'm speaking on stage, maybe due to the nervousness, I stick to one place and I have a very artificial speaking style whenever I'm on stage. And sometimes that impacted my speeches a lot, even though my content was amazing, even if it's amazing. So she asked me to sound more conversational whenever I'm giving speeches. And I implemented that advice in my level 2 project 1, where I spoke about me as a leader. I tried to add in some emotions while speaking. I tried to talk in a very free manner. And then I gave my speech. And that plan was a huge success. I not only got the confidence to speak better, but I also came to know what was I missing in my speeches. What was the one aspect that was truly lacking in my speeches? Not only that, this speaking trait actually created an impact in my day-to-day life as well. I never saw things in a very free manner. I used to be a little nervous at a few aspects. I never took things naturally. But then this speaking trait actually changed my outlook of life, and I started seeing things in a different way as well. Again, this is not the only thing that I'm lacking in my speeches, because I feel like there are things that I can work upon. But I also know that this mentorship journey has taken me to this level, and I know that it will teach me more in the upcoming future. And as a takeaway, I would like to tell you all, whoever is a prodigy, whoever is a mentee over here, your primary responsibility is to ask questions. Just, even if it sounds absurd, that's not an issue. Just ask questions, incorporate them in your life, and then improve on it, work on it, and you can find the something that you're lacking in yourself. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. That was a wonderful speech. We have now finished our prepared speech session for the day, and it now moves on to the TMOD session, which is mine. Now, to give you all some context, I didn't really understand what it meant to be Toastmaster of the Day because I have attended many meetings and they have all been so unique. I've not really seen much of a pattern with how these meetings are handled. And it turns out that's the point. You have to make it your own. It's a role that you have to take up. And the reason I chose the theme for the day as Make a World of Difference was not just because I thought it applied to it being Earth Day that's coming up. It's because I thought it was universal. It was applicable to absolutely anyone at any time in any circumstance. Because if you really do think about it, we all have a world, our worlds, our subjective experience of life that we want to make a difference to, that we need to make a difference to improve it, to see ourselves in a better place than we are today. And in a sense, it starts with us. Everything in this world starts with you, not someone out there, not some mysterious force of authority, of power that changes the entire world. It starts with you. To give you some context, let me reference a famous scientist who was once a young child in Rameshwaram, who became the president of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. No one ever thought of that, did they? He was a backbencher. He didn't pay much attention to classes. His grades weren't that great. It was his will. It was his vision. That's what you need. It's not just the person who knows how to get the goal. It's the person who gets to see the goal. There's a quote I remember. I'm not sure where from, but it says, talent hits a target that no one else can hit. But genius hits a target no one else can see. And that quote resonated with me a lot because it shows you what the quality of a leader is. It shows you what you must be looking for. Even if you think of it biologically, we are so dependent on our eyes. It is our foremost thing. The moment the lights go off, you are in a state of panic. The moment you do something, you have to look at it, you have to visualize it, you have to see it. It's so important to us. Yet sometimes we just take it for granted, this amazing skill. The fact that we're able to envision a future, something that isn't the present, something that must be created out of yourself. That is something no other animal on earth has. It is so unique to us that we just don't see it. It seems so common sense. And if we're going to start with a world of difference, we have to start with ourselves. It's one, if you remember a few years ago, it was planting one tree. All of you, just go outside, plant one tree. Do you know the population of the human race is 7 billion, now 8 billion people. One tree a person would have been 8 billion trees. You don't see the power because you can't envision it. But the moment it happens, it's so monumental, you cannot ignore it. And that is something I wish you could see in yourself. The power of creation, of vision in yourself. That is what is making a world of difference. Not make a difference to the world, make a world of difference. That's why I chose that topic. And the speeches we heard today, be it everyday heroes like the Ubermen by our Toastmaster Ashwin, just brilliant. Don't even think of it. When you're in a stressful situation, when you're outside and have to get back home, who do you call? An auto driver, an Uber. You have to, it's something that happens and you don't even think about it. It's just set up for you. Yet it's so important. Or if it's something is missing. Yes, that's a brilliant title. The moment I heard it, I told Toastmaster Ati, this is a brilliant title. Because something is missing. You're missing the point. The point is you. Because we take ourselves to be small. We put ourselves in a box. This is me. This is Aditya. That is Toastmaster Roshni. That's Toastmaster Anand. That's it. That is this person, that person. You don't see the network of people out there that one of you can influence. But I would encourage you, look at that. Think of it. To put in simple terms, this entire club was started and then it passed from person to person to person. We have 3 new guests just today. We have plenty of people who've heard about the club, plenty who have attended before. The small differences that we make. In fact, nowadays, even when I call up my parents and say, I'm going to be busy on Friday from 5 to 7, they know instantly, okay, it's a Toastmasters meeting. It's Aditya, it's a Toastmasters meeting. So now even they know, even my friends know. These small changes, a few of them attended because of that. And they said they felt so comfortable here. They felt like the people here were old friends that they met anew. And that is something that I didn't expect would happen. But the fact that it shows the power of a simple invitation. So I would ask all of you to do this simple thing in your life. Invite people in your life and invite yourself to see the vision of what life could be for all of you, to make the world of difference, to be altruistic enough to offer that to people, to not think of yourself as small, but to think of yourself as a point in an infinite network that can make that world of difference. Now, to liven you up a lot more, I have my friend, dear Toastmaster Anand, who will be taking over the table topic session for you. So I would like to call upon him for you.
Am I audible? Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. I must ask you something. Did you hack into my computer and see my content, see my preparations? Because I was exactly going to speak about that. Anyways, so I'm Anand, and I will be your Toastmaster. I will be your table topics master for today. And before we go into the session, I want to tell you something which Aditya also pointed out. If you have listened to him, you must have heard what he said about April 22nd. Anyone? Anyone? No. Okay, it's the World Earth Day. Yeah, it's the World Earth Day. Now, we take a lot from the earth, right? Metal, wood, water, and whatnot. But we often forget to give back. Now, let me take this as an opportunity, and I humbly request you all to thank the Mother Earth by planting at least one tree or a plant. You might think just one tree, but a one tree could make a huge difference. We are the future of this country. We are the future of this entire civilization. And we must take responsibility for that. Let us make this difference. Let us make a world of difference by planting this one tree on April 22nd. Now, let's go into the session. And this session promises to be both engaging and thought-provoking. And I'm confident that you will have an enriching experience for the next 20 minutes. Okay, so I'll pick my first speaker. And who should it be? Yes, Rehan. Would you take the opportunity?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and here comes your question. So Aditya spoke about changing the self first, right? Making a difference in the self first. And here comes the question. Have you ever felt a strong desire to change who you have been all your life? If so, what situation prompted you to feel the need for change? Can I repeat the question?
Yes, please.
Have you ever felt a strong desire to change who you have been all through your life? And what situation prompted you to feel like that?
During high school, I guess, because I was in my 10th grade, and I was a lot into books most of the time, and I was in Dubai while I was studying in 10th, and when I came back to India for my higher education, the attitude which I held in 10th, the attitude of not socializing, the attitude of keeping to myself and just staying to my closest friends, that didn't help very much, because when I came to this new place, I'm not fond of the language and I had to learn it like from scratch. And that, I think, prompted me to it was like I had to make this change in myself. I had to like learn the language, to get to know the people, to interact with them. And that is something I am still working on, because I've not quite not met the mark of it. But yeah, that was a strong desire, to change myself from what I've been in 10th to what I am right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rehan. That was an excellent speech. It feels kind of weird, or maybe it's very what is it? The social anxiety is something which we don't want, and yeah, it feels a lot painful. Now let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next speaker. And Malavika, Toastmaster Malavika. Is she there?
She doesn't seem to be in the meeting.
Okay then. Okay, so we'll go to the another speaker. Okay, James Subramanian is here. Should we call him? James. Yes, James.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We
So
can
will
all
you
hear
take the
you. Go on,
question?
Jim.
Okay.
Describe an instance where saying no to an opportunity or request made a difference in the course of your life, and how did this decision impact your journey?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. Describe an instance where saying no to an opportunity or a choice made a difference in the course of your life, and how did it impact your journey?
Okay, I feel this is an appropriate question. The reason is the opportunity I would say I chose to say no to was actually joining Toastmasters. And the reason for that is because I joined with a few when I started attending meetings with a few of my friends, and two of them are Toastmasters now. And at that point, when they joined and I didn't, I first felt as if I was missing out on something. And if I should really, my idea was that I'm going to be busy right now and I don't want to be part of something I can't be fully committed to because I wouldn't be true to myself and true to the organization as well. And in the few weeks after that, after making that decision, I didn't feel as busy as I thought I would be. And I felt like I had missed out on an opportunity. But now, with all the work I have and all the responsibilities I've taken up, I feel like I've made the correct decision because I still enjoy being part of Toastmasters in the way that I am without having to have a half-hearted a half-hearted commitment to the organization. That's it. Thank you.
Nice, Jan. And we would actually like you if you come to the Toastmasters as a member. But anyway, let's go to the next speech. Whom should I call? Any volunteers? Any guest volunteers? Niharika Sharma, would you like to give a try? Come on, give it a try.
Oh,
Okay, so what is one mistake you have made in your life that cost you significant time and other resources? And what advice would you give to others to avoid such mistakes?
can you just repeat once again?
Yeah. Yes. So what is that one mistake you have made in your life that costed you significant time and maybe other resources? And what would be your advice to avoid such mistakes?
I guess one mistake I made was in my 11th. Uh, we all, of course, I took chemistry, physics, bio, basically the engineering streams, the so-called engineering stream. I decided to go for it. So I needed help in studying because I wasn't I was scared when we started up the chemistry portions. So I asked my father to take Byju's to help me out a bit. So I took it, but the thing is, it was online. So it wasn't very comfortable for me. And I also realized during the course of the classes that I need a competition, a healthy competition, of course, to keep me activated and motivated. So that was lacking there. So it did cost a lot of time because I would sit through the classes, but I wouldn't be motivated enough to study all of it. And of course, it also cost money. I regret that very much till today. So my advice would be first, of course, give it a try, give the thing a try, but think through it. Yeah, that's it.
That was a nice speech, Niharika. And I also was having the same situation back in 11th and 12th. I also bought the Byju's and I was also very demotivated during studying. And let's go to the next speech. So this is going to be an interesting speech. Who wants to volunteer? Interesting question.
Can I?
Anyone?
But somebody has to take my role of timer. Can anybody
Okay.
take it?
Those
I'll
ones are
time.
good.
I'll time. Yeah, I'll time.
Okay.
Okay, so here comes a question. As children or teenagers, we are often inspired to change something significant in the world that would make positive impact on everyone. Have you ever felt the desire to do something big in the world? Share your story.
Something big in the world. Actually, let's say two things. One is that honesty, you can't be honest in every given situation. Sometimes you may have to lie or beat about the bush and then escape. But I tried to bring in the change of being honest. I tried advising people. It wasn't in college, and I don't think it'll work in college, but I tried it out in school with my classmates. Honesty. I tried bringing up the topic honesty. It just ended up in arguments and debates between us, and it didn't work out well. And the second thing I tried to do is donating stuff. I don't know if it's applicable to the topic, but I've tried. I've brought up that idea of donating stuff to the NSS team in our college because I love donating stuff. whether it be a thing I used once and something like I don't want to throw it away. How about somebody who may deserve it but doesn't have the money to buy it? How would they use it? Probably it's more better than me throwing it away and see it in the land, go let it go to a landfill or something. So, and those are the two things that I would love to bring up. And world peace feels too childish to say at the point of time, so I don't want that. Let's just keep that aside. I would just want to bring up honesty and how about donating stuff and being kind to people. These are the three things that I would want to bring up as a change.
That's a great one. In fact, needed for our life. Let's go to the next speech. Next speaker.
Toastmaster Anand, I'm sorry to interrupt. I think you have to give one topic to our area director, Toastmaster Mr. Krishna.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Sir, Toastmaster, sir. Mr. Krishnan, sir.
Yes, topic master.
Yes, and here comes a question. If you are given the opportunity to change the world in the way you envision, would you seize the opportunity? Can I repeat it, please? So, if you are given the opportunity to change the world in the way you envision, would you still seize the opportunity?
Yes, definitely, topic master. Who misses such a wonderful opportunity to change the world and envision what we have in our mind and what world wants to look what we thought. It's a great topic. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I have something in my mind for quite a long time that we are so running fast for the last couple of years, if you see, because of all the technological stuff like AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, all put together, made our life so fast, and we are also running so fast day in, day out. Hope you all agree with me, right? At the moment, I feel like the world needs some peace and we need to slow down. Technological advancements are required, but still, where we are going to end by going so fast to the Mars. Okay. Again, after going to Mars, what we do? The same. Again, some technological advancement will come. Again, we will go to the another universe. So that is not the purpose of life. First of all, I want to change human perspective. Like, what is the purpose of each and every human being? That why they are in this earth and what is the purpose and whether they are traveling towards their purpose or not. So that is the main thing which I will implant in each and every human being. Because once you get the thought, definitely rest all will come in place. Right? Yes. So keep up all the fast stuffs away, show humanity. As rightly mentioned by Kalyani, I was impressed by her table topic speech. Be honest, be kind, give whatever you can to the society whoever it needs. So if all the mankind have such a character, so you imagine how the world would be. So that is what I will do if I get an opportunity to do so. Back to you, topic master. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That's an enlightenment which everyone requires currently in this modern era. So let's go to the next speaker. Shall we call upon the guest, Devanandana? Don't worry, it's going to be a nice question. Try your best. We'll be happy to hear from you. Your mic is off. Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yes,
I believe that you all will not shout at me for my flaws.
definitely. We'll encourage you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay. I just want to say something. There have been instances throughout the history when two friends have revolutionized the entire world, like Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak for Apple, and Wright brothers, and maybe Sergey Brin and Larry Page for Google. Now, your question comes like this. If you are part of the next duo aiming to revolutionize this world, Who would be the other friend working alongside with you?
Before the timer starts, can I get 2 minutes to think? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you can think for
Hello?
a while.
Yeah. So yeah, uh, when I think about bringing a new revolution to the world, actually I'm a bit passionate about the technology and computer science and all these developments happening right now. So when we think from the history, the most of the crimes that comes is about misusing somebody's secrets and privacies. So, my idea to bring a revolution will be bringing a secured or bringing something very useful to human beings that they cannot, nobody can, what to say, come into their privacy. So, whatever we are, even now, if I turn on my laptop, there will be a sufficient amount of internet taken to give all the data to the Windows CEO's desk, that whatever I have searched and everything. So I want all those data to be secured and all those human beings in a state where they don't worry. So for that, there is a friend of my own class. His name is Adityan, and he's very interested in helping people. So for me, he is that one friend who will help me to take over this and bring something very secured for people. Yeah, that's it.
You made a really good point, and all the best for you and your friend to revolutionize this world. And
I
yes,
don't know whether this will happen, but yeah, I'll try.
yes, you should try, definitely.
Thank you.
And looking forward to your future speeches. Come to
Thank
us
you.
regularly.
Yeah, thank you.
Timer, do we still have time? All right. So the next speaker, should I call? Why not Toastmaster Aditya?
I think we had a volunteer, Toastmaster Anand. We had guest Tejashwar volunteer.
All right. Toastmaster Tejashwar.
Yes.
Yeah, and here comes your question. Can you recall an experience that changed your perspective on life? Explain us your experience.
Perspective on.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't have a specific incident that just changed my life perspective, but I can narrate how my perspective of life has changed. Actually, when I stepped into Amrita, I was totally forced by everyone around me to pursue a degree and pursue a job and pursue, to have a good life. Right? But what I see and when I come here is the main thing is everyone around me is running on things. No one is caring about the people around us. So my general perspective has changed that uh, when a complete human being will, uh, the thing is that every human should prioritize people over things, and individuals should only speak about things, not about peoples. This is inversely happening around me. So what I changed is by analyzing all those stuff, I just started to change those perspective from me to this kind of only talk about things and share about ideas and knowledges, but not to talk about the peoples especially, and only care about the peoples, not about the things over peoples. If I'm having an exam today, I should be and a friend who is in need of my help, I should prioritize the people who request my help. I should not prioritize the exam. I have exam, so I should prepare. So I need to. I will help you later. This is not the kind, because we are all living here for an we should be happy. That's the end. The thing which gives us happiness is the people around us. So I think the primary thing is to prioritize people over things. That's the approach of my life has changed. Thank you.
That's all. You made a great speech. Let's go to the next speech. Who will volunteer? Anyone? Aditya, yes.
I suppose if you did want to get me to speak, I should oblige you, my friend. Go on, Toastmaster Anand. I await you.
If you could change one decision you have made in your life, which decision would it be? And how would your life be a difference as a result?
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. That was a very different question, I suppose. I haven't thought of it very much before. If I could reverse or change one decision of my life, what would it be? Well, I suppose we start with the typical which decision had the most impact on my life, but not in the way I wanted it to. I suppose I could derive from guest Niharika's speech. I did join Akash for my 11th and 12th, attempting to get into the IITs. And somewhere along the way, I suppose in all the material and all the tests and the evaluations, I lost myself. I convinced myself that I'm not worth it, that there's no way I am going to get into the IITs. There's no way this person is capable of that. And the day I made the decision to view myself that way, I think was one of the worst days of my life. Because not only did it change what I was capable of in terms of academics, it changed my life everywhere. I was simply this person who couldn't do that, who didn't even try because he couldn't do that. And now, after all this time, once I've realized what I'm capable of, now that I have friends who've shown me the person I can be, and that life has calmed down a bit, I think I would go back and tell my younger self that this decision, whether it led to me being here or not, whether I got into an IIT or not, I would tell them to never see ourselves that way. Because if you don't believe in yourself, there's no one who will. It's like I said in my session, it's just, I can't bear to do that to myself again. It's a decision I would never make again. So I would have never made it in the first place. But thank you, Toastmaster Anand. That was an amazing question. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Aditya. Your speech was inspiring as well. Do we still have time? Toastmaster Kalyan.
I think you can go for one more topic if I'm right.
Pranav is waiting for the topic.
Toastmaster Pranav. Would you like to give it right?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, during the journey to our goals, we might encounter obstacles which are beyond our control. What obstacle did you face in your journey, which, if removed, would have made a significant difference in achieving your goal? Can I repeat it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So during the journey to our goals, we might encounter obstacles which are beyond our control. Now, what obstacle did you face in your journey that, if removed, would have made a significant difference in the journey to your goal?
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for that very thought-provoking topic. This topic is along the lines of life being an obstacle race, right? It's not a marathon. It's not just sprint. It is an obstacle race. And the question is about what obstacle I would like to remove if I had the opportunity. And I would like to play the devil's advocate and say nothing, because who we are today is because of the obstacles that we have faced. Sure, there have been bad decisions. There have been things that could have gone differently, but I can talk about things like how I could have probably studied better and how certain thing was preventing me from achieving a certain thing. But then now that I look back, I know there's a lot yet to achieve, but I also have to acknowledge how far I've come. And how far I've come also is because of the obstacles that I've faced. And if not for them, I would not have made to where I am today. And that's again along the lines of what you asked Toastmaster Aditya of regrets. Although we do believe in bad decisions, they have all of us have made bad decisions, but it's that typical Bollywood dialogue of live a life without regrets. You make bad decisions, you fall down, but you also get up, and you do not regret about it. So I would a very different point of view to this, but thank you for the topic.
Truly, you showed us a different angle to obstacles. That was nice. And yes, now we come to the end of the session. All of your speeches were awesome. And I have to thank two people in particular. One is my mentor, TM Roshni, who is the president of our club. She was actually with me throughout the preparation, and I was troubling her with my doubts and questions, and she was patiently answering them all. I thank her for that. And the other person I should thank is Vice President of Education, TMRP. For the last two meetings, she pushed me to take the role of timer and accounter. I was actually very anxious to take those roles. And because she pushed me, I took those roles. And after that, I was very confident to take the role of table topics editor. I thank her for that. And I thank you again. I thank you once again. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster of the team.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. That was honestly a great session. This goes out to you. This may be your first time, but it sure felt that you were a veteran at this. Very well done. Now that we've covered our table topic session, we now move on to the individual evaluator session. So I will now be passing control to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Pranam Bhai.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So for the evaluations, let's start with the evaluations for the prepared speeches. Firstly, Toastmaster Pranav Vairi, who evaluated Toastmaster Ashwin. Oh, thank you. Okay, so hello. I will be evaluating Toastmaster Ashwin. Uberman, Toastmaster Ashwin, when you sent me a script yesterday, I just skimmed through the entire thing. I did not want to get into the specifics of it because I wanted to enjoy the moment. I wanted to enjoy the experience, and I liked this approach. Okay, this approach of the entire speech not being one single story, but of multiple stories, multiple short instances, but all connected by a common thread of Uberman. And I loved the way you brought it all beautifully towards the conclusion of how you were pondering about career choices, but you were still altruistic about the choices and the future. And so I loved that. And I think if I'm not wrong, that was also working on your conclusion was one of the things that was mentioned in your previous speech that you had to work on. And so I think you achieved that objective beautifully. Humor, Toastmaster Ashwin, is something that I've always appreciated because because I know how difficult it is. Okay, have the way I see it, having a good sense of humor is a different thing, and having the ability to deliver that humor on a platform is very different. And Toastmaster Ashwin, you are great at that. So I always look forward to your speeches that way. And no, it's just the entire experience, right? The way you do this, and then the voice modulation. So all of that, it's just a fun experience. And so thank you for that. Toastmaster Ashwin, I would also like to tell you this, that apart from the accolades of like a best speaker and best this, best that, you an individual truly achieves and truly wins as a prepared speaker when the audience can recall an instance from your speech many days later. I will tell you, a couple of days back, I was just sitting and writing a random assignment, and I just cracked up. I cracked up because I remembered a joke from your previous speech where you were of the scam projects, where a friend of yours was like, right, left hand thumb rule by showing his right hand. This cracked me up randomly. Okay, I think this is when you have achieved your a great level as a speaker. So kudos on that. Toastmaster Ashwin, for areas for you to work on, I would tell you this, and this comes from a bit of personal experience too. You have a very deep voice, so when you talk low, you kind of don't it's not very audible, and so people have told the same thing to me. I think towards the middle of your speeches, this tends to happen. So I think I would want you to maybe work on that and be mindful of that. Always be loud. And but you achieved all of the objectives of clarity, concise, and gestures is also something that I would like you to work on. Maybe because of online, I maybe couldn't wasn't that clear. But other than that, you achieved all the objectives, and other than I think just one more evaluation, you are maybe done with your level. So congrats on that. Congrats on the very great speech. And over to the general evaluator. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Pradhav. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Roshni for her evaluation of Toastmaster Arti.
Hey guys, am I audible? Okay. Hello, Toastmaster Arti and everybody. I'm back. First of all, Toastmaster Arti, did you finish the level? Yes, you finished the level. Congratulations on finishing level 2, project 3. You go to level 3, graduated. I liked your speech, starting with the topic. Something is missing. Thank God others were telling you something was missing instead of you telling that yourself. Because that's a question that I was thinking for myself. Something is missing, Roshni. What's missing? Everybody told me I was perfect, but then I was telling myself something was missing. So that element made me want to listen to the speech even more with the tiniest hope of what is missing. And yeah, you had a very beautiful introduction. You used the repetition where you said, something is missing, something is missing. And I thought you were actually missing something. Did you miss your mic or webcam? And that repetition got us all inside the speech. You were telling something is missing until we were all trying to know what was missing. And when you told that your efforts, hard work in 11th and 12th grade went from 77 to 79%, I thought, okay, now I know. I don't know what is exactly missing, but I know the delta of X missing, which is 2%, which reduced. And as per your usual style, I was hoping you would sing something and get us into your songs and then ask us what was missing, but then we missed the performance. But that's okay. You gave us what was missing, the naturality. Instead of using your songs, you spoke this time. And you spoke about how your mentor gave us evaluation which was longer than your prepared speech. I was personally there and I was shocked by the evaluator and by the speaker's reaction to the evaluator. And by surprise, I was not surprised when you said Malavika would send you pages long of evaluation or evaluation which is longer than your speech script or a voice note which is longer than the duration of your speech script. And you pointed there a bit on the dynamic between your mentor and how that is working inside Toastmasters. And then you gave us a conclusion. Instead of just leaving us a bliss, you gave us a conclusion with steps. Ask questions, work on it, and incorporate the questions and see how great you can do for yourself. You told us how we can use a mentor better. I'll probably use my mentor better. Now, I liked all elements. The part that was missing overall, but then you brought in this session naturality. You had eye contact, good eye contact, and your speech was humorous. I think it was slightly the effect of Ashwin's speech being too humorous, and your speech just observed it. You had a very good opening and good clarity. Now, to challenge yourself, you might want to focus on these things. Instead of taking half of the time for the opening, which was very good, you can use a question to get the audience into the speech and set the context instead of using big opening, because that would affect you when it comes to the body and conclusion. I don't know if it's the timer card anxiety or if the script structure was like that. The body and conclusion felt a bit shorter and combined, amalgamated. So those are my suggestions. Questions and gestures and good lighting. With that, the speech was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni, for the wonderful report, for the wonderful evaluation. Now let's move on to the reports by the tag team. Firstly, I would like to call upon the timer for today, Toastmaster Kalyani. who's been very diligently noting down everything and then showing the timer card. Toastmaster Kalyani.
Audible? Okay, so happy news is that nobody got disqualified. And let's start with the prepared speaker session. That was Toastmaster Ashwin spoke for 7 minutes and 1 second. Toastmaster Aarti spoke for 5 minutes and 55 seconds. For the table topic session, it started off with Toastmaster Rayan, who spoke for 1 minute and 12 seconds. Guest Jayan spoke for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Guest Niharika spoke for 1 minute and 11 seconds. And I spoke for 1 minute and 36 seconds. The area director, Toastmaster Muthukrishnan, spoke for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And yes, Devanandana spoke for 1 minute and 33 seconds. Yes, Tejeshwar spoke for 1 minute and 55 seconds. Toastmaster Aditya spoke for 2 minutes. Toastmaster Pranav spoke for 1 minute and 26 seconds. And the final session was the evaluation session, in which Toastmaster Pranav spoke for 3 minutes and Toastmaster Roshni spoke for 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Thank you, and I'll hand over the session to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. Now let's have the report from the R counter, who was supposed to be the backup on counter but took up the role at the last minute. Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni, for that. Okay, over to the R counter, Toastmaster Roshni.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Bayari. Our counters report. Are you all ready? Long pass. I'm going to note this down. You guys were supposed to answer. Okay.
We're ready.
Toastmaster. Wait.
Just we're ready. We're ready.
Yeah. Toastmaster Ashwin. Goes like thrice. Now 5 times are 3 times. Toastmaster Aarti. Are 4 times. Yes, Niharika. Are 4 times. So 3 times, but 3 times. Toastmaster Kalyani. 4 times. I would 6 times. Pranav Bairi. Toastmaster Pranav Bairi. Are twice and twice. Toastmaster Ryan. 4 times and stutter twice. Toastmaster Muthukrishnan. Are twice. Toastmaster Aditya Samant. And twice. Guest Deva. 7 times. So 4 times. What to say twice. 6 times. Guest Tejeshwar. 4 times. That will be all for my report. Again, a long pause.
Very precise. Very precise, Toastmaster Roshni. Thank you so much for that. Now let's have the grammarians report, Toastmaster Subhashini.
Good evening, everyone. So, 2 people used the word of the day, Toastmaster Aditya and Toastmaster Pranav Bairi. Good job, guys. So before I go to the good instances of grammar, I was very happy to see a lot of good instances of grammar. I look at things that could have been corrected. Worked hard in my 10th standard. I think the my is not necessary here. Worked hard in 10th standard works better. What am I missing? Could be what I am missing. What am I missing as on its own is a grammatically accurate sentence, but in the phrase, in the speech, it would be correct to say what I am missing. It should be envision for myself and not envision to myself. So someone said, I don't wanna. While this is correct in colloquial English, it is not recommended to use this during a formal setting. So you would say it as I do not want to. As difficult as this is, considering we're all used to contractions, let's try to practice this. So running fast should be running so fast. Throughout the history, you don't need to mention the. Throughout history works. And this was again in context of the whole sentence. I wasn't able to note it down, but I think the person said, I didn't have any reason to. I think don't have works better in context. Now moving on to the good instances. There were quite a lot of instances in Toastmaster Ashwin's speech purely because of how it was delivered, and I especially love it. It was so sassy. It felt like I was watching Mean Girls, and it was quite. I really enjoyed Toastmaster Ashwin's speech thoroughly, and Toastmaster Aarti's as well. Both the speeches were really great. I like this sentence. Secondhand about Paris Corner. Secondhand product. Second copy of secondhand products. So as a Chennaiite, I always thought Paris Corner had something to do with Paris, but it was a disappointing find. 3-star reviews to my therapy sessions. Now I like the use of the word protege. Not the person who knows the goal, but the person who sees the goal. I felt that was quite an impactful line. And Toastmaster Aditya, kudos to you. Now, when I saw the title, I saw the theme on the poster, and I thought that it was related to making a change in the world, which is why I decided to take the word as altruism for the day because it is related. And when I found it was related to Earth Day, and that ultimately the point was to make a world of difference and not a difference in the world. There was quite a different spin. It was very interesting. Old friends met anew and beat around the bush. These are the phrases I was able to pick out, but there were quite a lot throughout the meeting. So I hope that we all keep improving our English, improving, making changes. And a lot of times it's not that we don't know grammar, it's that when we speak fast, when we're trying to put things together in our head, we tend to jumble things up and say it. So let's not think about that for now. Let's just keep practicing. And with practice, you'll be fluent and comfortable in wielding your words the way you want it to. So thank you. Over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Subhashini, for that very, very elaborate report. Okay, so I've always wondered why and how I've always been envious of how the general evaluator gets to lord over the meeting, right? But it's also justified because the entire 90 minutes requires you to be actively listening to everybody and take down notes. And so I really have a great sense of respect for the general evaluator's post now. Okay, so let me start off. The agenda was shared, the poster was shared, and the meeting room was set up before. So kudos to the PR team and the sergeant terms for that. And the meeting started exactly on time. I think the first time we've had it exactly at 5 o'clock. And so as the secretary who prepares the agenda, there couldn't be anything. I couldn't be happier. Unfortunately, we had Toastmaster Samir who couldn't attend the meeting because of network issues. But I'm also glad that Toastmaster Roshni took up the role of the counter. Very good, Toastmaster Roshni. Okay, now coming to the prepared speech session. Two very different speeches, poles apart, but I thoroughly enjoyed both of them. Toastmaster Ashwin, again, your humor, very good. Mad respect for that. Toastmaster Aarti, very good speech again. I'm glad that you answered the question, which is what is missing, because rightly, as Toastmaster Roshni pointed out, that sense of repetition. Okay, I got this in this, but something was missing. Something was missing. That made us more curious, and I enjoyed that element of it. But you ended up answering, which is naturality. And Toastmaster Aarti, I think you have greatly improved in terms of naturality. So kudos on that. And also, you finished your level 2. So very good job. I think we all have to appreciate Toastmaster Aarti. Level 2 people. Okay, coming to the Toastmaster of the day and the table topic sessions. Two first-time role takers, Toastmaster Aditya and Toastmaster Anand. A couple of days back, Aditya and I were discussing about resources that we might have to add into the OneDrive so that the new role takers could be assisted. But I think after this, we have to rethink that because even though it was their first time, both of them were so good at it. Toastmaster Aditya, brilliant as always. I like the fact of a world of difference starts with us. I love that. And I think when I got to know of the theme as the world of difference, I thought it was something related to today being the elections, because most of you in Tamil Nadu are voting today. So I think I thought it was related to that. And I heard that Toastmaster Subhashini had a different perspective. And I think that's the beauty of it, right? That a world of difference, it's not do X and there's a world of difference. It's not a linear path. There's a ton of things that you can do. And even in the table topic sessions, Toastmaster Kalyani mentioned donating. Toastmaster Rehan mentioned change within himself. I think that's the beauty of this entire thing, that a world of difference, everybody has their different points of view, and it's not that. And the table topic session, Toastmaster Anand, very, very good job. I'm glad that all the speakers, that all the guests got a chance to speak. And Toastmaster Anand, I will tell you this, that even though this is your first time, I'm glad you took that extra effort to add a comment after every speaker has spoken. Okay, because I think active listening is a project in your level 3 or level 2, if I'm not wrong. But right now, even without somebody explicitly mentioning, you took that effort to add a comment, which is very good, Toastmaster Anand. And but maybe something to improve for the next time. Maybe be a little loud, because I had trouble understanding the topics, not just mine, but all the other topics the first time. Maybe the second time when you repeat it slowly and a little loud, I think that is when we got it. So maybe be a little loud. And also, Toastmaster Anand, shout out to this for being for showing for being grateful to your mentor and to the VPE. Humility is a very important aspect, and I'm glad that you took that effort to thank both of them. Uh, Please keep that humility, Toastmaster Anand, and good job on that. Tag team, Toastmaster Kalyani, very good job. Very, I saw you were juggling with a lot of, I think, internet connections and internet problems and mic issues, but still you did a very good job. Toastmaster Subhashini, I think you forgot to put the word of the day in the chat box. So please ensure you do that next time. But other than that, very elaborate, very informative report. And Toastmaster Roshni as the accounter, very good job. I think I'm starting to think that no R's or R's goes past you, and very precise report. So kudos on that. So to the general flow of the meeting, I just love the flow of the meeting. Okay, because I think maybe because the theme was so wide, that everybody, like I said, everybody had their own interpretations, and then all the sessions beautifully came together. Right from the TMOD prepared speech session, everything was centered, was around the central theme of a world of difference. And I'm glad, I really enjoyed. With that, I would just say also one more thing maybe to note, that maybe interactions is something that we're lacking. I get it that it's online meetings and all that, but I see that certain speakers, there is that odd gap of silence between when a speaker asks something and between a response. So maybe we can try to work on that as a club. With that, I don't have any other areas of improvement. I think we all had a very good job. I think the guests are also happy. The guests found it interesting, and that's it. Over now, I would like to hand back control over to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Roshni. Wait, before that, I would like to call upon our area director, Toastmaster Muthukrishnan, to address the meetings and share his opinions.
Toastmaster Bari,
Yeah.
let us have the TMOD close the session and give the control to the
Right.
area director.
Sorry. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pranav. There's no issue with it. I just wanted to say that when I first desired to take up this role, I spoke to Toastmaster Anand and I gave him the topic. I said, you know what? Let's go with this, make a world of difference. And the first thing he asked me was, what do you mean? How do you interpret that? There's so many explanations. And I'm glad that that was the point, that it all came together so beautifully. Thank you for that report. And I hope all the guests had a lovely time. I hope you got to see what this club is about. And if you'd like to join us for the next meetings, we would be completely happy to have you here. And I would like to now hand over control to our area director, Toastmaster Muthukrishnan. Sir, if you'd like to address us.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Toastmaster Muthukrishnan, Area Director of Area G4, Division G, District 120. Hope some of you might know me, or for a few, I will be a new face. So it's good to connect with you all on a Friday evening. So I would say only one word, My perspective was different before attending today's meeting because I had attended past meetings where I used to find Amrita meetings always so enjoyable. You will have some theme, a lot of fun put together. But today I found this meeting is so beautiful. Why I'm saying beautiful is because you all sound so matured, starting from Toastmaster of the day, Aditya, the way Kalyani spoke, and the prepared speech by Ashwin. I want to say here, I saw Ashwin maybe during my last visit, I guess. He was a guest or a new member by the time. But today, when I saw him, he was so energetic, the way he engaged the audience, the humor connected the audience. I was so happy to see Ashwin performing his speech as a it's really good. Close to you, Toastmaster Ashwin. Keep up the good work. And again, moving on to the second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Aarti. The topic selection itself pulled me in. Something is missing. So again, Aarti was announced as an area director. I discussed with Aarti because I was very new to this role, and Aarti is also new to Amrita Toastmasters, I guess, before 8 months. And seeing Aarti now completing her level 2, really good sign. Keep up the good work, Toastmaster Aarti. Overall, it was a wonderful meeting, guys. Yes, the quality of Amrita Toastmasters Club has its own levels. Very good. The and the time management is always that I admire in Amrita Toastmasters Club. You guys always start on time and you always end on time. Normally, I used to compare the agenda and the actual meeting flow. Perfect sync and perfect matching. Kudos to all the role players. I had a great time today. And other than this, I want to convey a few messages. When few of the guests joined here was feeling like they are very new to this, they are not good in English. They feel so uncomfortable when they speak to an audience or a crowd. So please don't worry about that guest Deva Ananda because Toastmasters is a platform where you can try, fail, where people will encourage you. And even if you note down today, you spoke for around 1 minute 34 seconds. You sound really good. So don't think that you cannot or it is not possible. Believe in yourself. Someone told today, like, believe in yourself. So please attend meetings regularly so that you will get the actual essence of Toastmasters fraternity. So it had helped not many people across the globe. And also to other guests, please attend meetings regularly. It's not like only 3 people or 4 people are conducting a meeting. It's not like it won't be effective. We had conducted meetings with 5 people or 3 people even. So it's up to us how we conduct it. So overall, it was a very good meeting. Thanks for inviting me. And today is my official visit. I want to visit Amrita Toastmasters Club in person, but unfortunately, because of your water scarcity problem and exams, I, again I will visit maybe next month once you all back to college. So overall, I had a good day. Thanks for the invitation. And one last announcement is, I hope you all aware, coming Sunday is our Division G conference. I request you all to participate in the conference, whoever is available in Coimbatore, not only to attend the conference, to support your club member, Toastmaster Ishita, representing G4 as a table topics contestant. So please join, show your support. You will have a great learning from Division G conference. And that's it from my side. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words, they never fail to enlighten us all. I would like to officially finish up my duties as Toastmaster today. Thank you, everyone. You have all been very supportive, a lovely audience. It could not have been a better meeting for me, at least. Thank you so much. I would now like to pass over control to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Roshni.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Thank you, Area Director Toastmaster Muthukrishnan. As all of you mentioned, the GE, the TMOD, the Area Director, you guys all stole my points, or at least that was the truth. How many more versions exist? The truth has only one version, that today's meeting was perfect. I loved the meeting so much. I'm in love with the meeting today. I don't want to finish it, but if I don't finish it, then we'll cross the time. So I'll start with my PO address, but I request the SAA to release the form so that members can start voting and I can also vote. I do have the people selected, the people who I'm going to vote this time so that I'm not thinking during my presiding officer address. I'll take a second, I'll quickly vote, then I'll continue. Okay. As you guys continue to vote, yes, sir. Toastmaster Krishna? Okay. So, starting with the filler, as my counter duties are over, I start with the so. TMOD, great job. First time. Like last time, you were generally well.
Roshni, you're not audible.
Toastmaster Roshni, you're not audible.
You're not audible.
You're not audible, Toastmaster Roshni.
Audible?
No. Am I audible? Clearly? Okay. I was saying, I don't know how much you guys heard. I don't want to repeat the jokes. Those jokes are gone. I had jokes to start in case you guys didn't hear it the last time. But TMOD, good job. When you were GE last week, you did it to the most perfectionistic GE session I ever had. And same goes for TMOD. This is the best TMOD session I remember in the past 2 terms. No offense to the other TMODs. And TT session, my mentee, I'm so proud of you, Anand. You know, you made me regret things. You wonder what it might be. Last term, when I was Vice President Education, I used to not give myself speech slots because I thought I should give it to the members. And that president at the time, Toastmaster Hemni, had to slightly slap me into giving myself speech slots and letting me do my speeches. But being a president, I talk in the beginning and end of the meetings, and I take a role during the meeting. I feel so guilty to take table topics, and I have barely taken any table topics. In this entire term, I probably took 1 table topic speech. And this meeting, your session made me regret, hey, I wanted a table topic. So you made me regret things. TTMs in the future, please try to give me a table topic. I want to give a table topic speech because every single one was thought provoking. Everybody who spoke, I think almost everybody in the meeting spoke. The topic you gave not only gave rise to a 2-minute beautiful speech, but they were thinking about stuff, going back in life and thinking. That's the beauty of TT sessions, and you brought it back. I love it. And the prepared speakers, Ashwin, as usual, naughty speech, but I enjoyed it. And this is probably the best humorous speech I've heard from the previous term, right? From the previous term. So a lot of milestones of bests achieved during this meeting. I hope we have, it will be difficult for the audience to choose in the forms, right? Who is the best, TMOD, GE, or TTM? Who are you going to pick? Have fun at that. And this meeting, as we called Amrita Toast, we commonly call Amrita Toastmasters Club, but intimately we call it Amrita Therapy Club. This was my therapy session. I took notes. I took notes for 1 page. And I will probably read it over and over again. And me paying for Amrita Toastmasters Club membership is covering my therapy membership.
And if you want the notes of this session, I will send it to you. That's how thoughtful and, as area director mentioned, mature it was. Good job, TMOD again. Good job, TTM. Do we have the results for this mysteriously good session?
There's 3 more people left to vote.
People, I request all of you to vote. So going back to what we started the meeting with, and connecting to the TMOD session, which I didn't imply to, but somehow happened because his theme chosen was so wide. When do you really become an adult? You never become an adult. You get to choose. And the moments where you think, should I do that? It feels so childish. I am so and so years old. I can't do this. Please cut yourself some slack. It's okay. It's never too late. You can do childish things even when you're 100 or 1,000 years old if you're a vampire. And you can be adult and be mature even when you're 2 months old. So take the freedom, don't put yourself in a box, as TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Aditya said. Do we have the results?
There's 1 more vote we need.
Is there a tie-breaking vote? Is that a tie-breaking vote? Or do we have a clear majority? Please do send me the results. Before that, I would like to have some guest interaction. And the member
It's a clear
interaction, I know you
majority.
guys
I'll
have a
send you.
lot. Pardon?
Sorry,
Before
it's a
that,
clear
I know if I
majority.
open the stage to the members, they'll probably talk. So I will let the members network and talk to each other after the meeting is adjourned. But before the meeting is adjourned, guests, how did you find the session, and will you come back, or did you find anything in the session? Like, I took therapy notes. What did you take away?
Hello, Roshni, can I speak?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
Deva.
yes, Devanandana, you can speak. And next, I'll ask Niharika to speak.
So I really enjoyed the meeting. I really enjoyed the meeting in the sense not only as a speaker or not only as this a new member to this Toastmasters club, but still as an audience, or from the point of view as an audience, I was like, wow, everybody are amazing here, and all the words are really aspiring, which brings me new ideas. All these questions where Anand asked, where like I was thinking on my what will be my answer for each and every questions, and I really enjoyed this meeting, and I'm very sure that every week I'll be here to speak.
That's really good. Thanks, Deva. We'll be happy to have you every single week. I have been here for more than 2 years and I'm still learning every single week. I hope you guys feel the same way until you pass out and after you pass out. I have the results. I have the results. How many of you want to know the results? I need a complete room of hand raises to deliver the result. I'm still waiting. Okay. I'll announce the results. I have 10 plus hand raises. Best role player, TMOD Toastmaster Aditya Samant. Best auxiliary role player, grammarian Toastmaster Subhashini. Best prepared speaker, Toastmaster Ashwin. Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Kalyani. Best individual evaluator, Toastmaster Pranav Bhairi. And kudos to these 5 people and every other person who unmuted and spoke during the meeting, and continue to try to get these 5 awards. That's up there, but it starts with unmuting and speaking, turning on your video and trying to interact. Everybody who are in this meeting have put a step forward to do something for yourself. So kudos to that. As area director said, day after tomorrow, we have the division contest. I promise it will be far more inspiring and hopeful than this meeting. This meeting was perfection. Conference, division conference is going to be inspiring, aspiring, hopeful, everything. So if you are anywhere near Coimbatore area, please do register. Ping me for the registration link. I'll send it to you. Even the guests, if you want to attend, it's happening in Robert Bosch. You'll have a very good experience. You can meet a lot of people and support our very own club members. And Amrita Toastmaster Club is still receiving few awards. So if you want to get the package of that experience, please do register and participate. And as this, I have to finish with this phrase because I usually say this in the beginning. I forgot, so I have to say it. If you didn't have a good day or good experience till the 5 p.m. mark, I hope this meeting changed that. And after this meeting, you feel inspired and hopeful to carry on and go back to your life and face the real world, or just to sleep during the weekend. Whatever it is that you want to do, I hope you feel rejuvenated. With that, I adjourn meeting number 296. People can feel free to disconnect or stay back and network. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Yes, I would like to ask the Sergeant at Arms to take control of this session.
Hello, everyone. Could you please have your cameras on? I will mention we're going to be posting these photos on our social media accounts, which is Instagram, LinkedIn. So in case you are uncomfortable with your face being displayed, this is for the guests, by the way. The members have already basically signed away their lives. I mean, no, we've asked you for consent before. Sorry for making that sound creepy. But yes, yes, please turn on your cameras so that we can take a group photo.